Having a plan is what makes your dream home possible. Making sure you know what the options are and that you're planning ahead will give you confidence every step of the way. Home Services Lending President Jason Froehlich is here to share his insights and help bring those home buying goals for 2026 into focus. Jason, thank you so much for joining me again.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Well, it is a new year and the housing market just feels a little bit different.
It sure does, in a really, really good way, right?
Well, tell me what's different this year.
So I'm kind of summing up this year, new market, new opportunities. The story about this year is that affordability and the interest rate environment is remarkably different than what it was a year ago in a really, really good way.
Well, rates are always top of mind. So what are you seeing happen with rates?
A real improvement that started last fall and continued into the first of the year. We're almost a full percentage point better than we were a year ago. That means better affordability for our customers, more buying power, more flexibility.
Well, we have a lot more to talk about. Join me in the kitchen?
Absolutely.
All right. I know affordability is always a concern. Is that getting better?
You know, affordability has been a buzzword, right, for the last few years, and slowly but steadily it is getting better. When you combine lower interest rates and price stability, buyers start to feel like they're winning again. So, for example, like right now versus the last couple of years, buyers actually have about 10 to 15% more buying power than they did in previous years. So that's fantastic news. On top of that, the market has finally opened up on the inventory side, where sellers are actually a little bit more motivated to help buyers out, paying for closing costs, maybe paying for an interest rate buy down. So that's great news for the market.
Well, talk to me a little bit more about sellers. What else do they have on their market?
Yeah, so sellers, it's not bad news for sellers at all. We're getting to a more balanced market for buyers and sellers, where it had definitely been a seller's market in the past. Sellers have more appreciation, more equity in their homes than they ever have before in the history of the United States right now. And so they're finding that if they're able to go ahead and be smart, be strategic about how they're selling their house, they can still maintain a good deal of equity when they go ahead and sell, but also get their house sold relatively quickly.
Jason, what would you say to someone who's still on the fence?
Yeah, you know, really have a plan, right? So have some strategy behind all this. And really it's three really pretty common things, but a lot of people kind of miss these or they move them out of sequence. First and foremost, they need to get themselves paired up with a fantastic real estate professional at iRealty, right? And secondarily, once they do that, come see one of my mortgage consultants at Home Services Lending, and let's do a really, really solid pre-approval process that can get them set up for the spring market. And then finally, you know, have a plan about what happens next, right? So they're going to go ahead and purchase the home. But what we found in 2025, and even at the beginning of this year, when rates come down, people want to refinance their home, right? So again, getting that payment down, more affordability. So working with a lender who's going to work with them to watch interest rates and provide them with a good plan to go ahead and improve their loan position in the future is absolutely huge.
And you always have to be thinking from the start to the finish.
You really do. You really do.
So final thought as we kick off the year?
The big takeaway right now is buying a home today is meaningfully more affordable than it was a year ago, right? So, you know, new year, new market, new opportunities. It's going to be a great spring.
To find out more, you absolutely need to visit homeserviceslending.com. Jason, thank you so much.
Thanks, Cass.
We always learn so much when you're on the show.
Appreciate it.